Hey, what's going on guys? JoltsDude139 here, and we're here today with my Tediore Axton save. It's highly requested, and I'm sorry I've kind of put it off for a while. I wanted to make sure it was 100% perfect, and you guys would have fun with it and whatnot, so if you want to try the save out for yourself, a link will be in the description to download the save. It will be in PC format, so if you're going to use it on PS3 or Xbox, you will have to convert the save. So go ahead and Google up or YouTube up a tutorial on how to do that. It's not too hard to convert the save, so... I do want to mention before I show you how to actually use this build is meant for raid bossing. If you're going to go out and try to use it against mobs or whatever, it's total overkill. It uses so much ammo and it's very inefficient because this build basically costs a lot of money because you have to buy ammo a lot. So we'll show you how to mob in a minute. We're going to show you how to do Hyperius real quick. I was an idiot and recorded. I thought I was recording, and I wasn't, and I already killed him once, so now I have to redo this whole commentary again, which is no big deal, so let's go over what you're going to get and how to use it. So, you have a grog here. Sorry, guys. I'm a little sick right now. Freaking people came over and I got sick or whatever, but that's not important. So anyways, we have a grog nozzle here. That's for healing, obviously. A Avenger of all elements, just in case you want to kill some enemies, but this Avenger has a unique property, and that is that it explodes at a certain distance, and since enemies are constantly moving, it's very hard to actually get them hit with that last explosion, so that's why I included the baby makers in case you want to use that on general mobs or whatever. So let's go ahead and buy that ammo back. There we go. And then we have the North Fleets of all elements, because we do have a boost in grenade damage, or not grenade damage, rocket damage, so you can actually do a lot of damage with that, which is good for Axton. So, and then we have, let's go down the weapon list real fast, a bada boom if you want to do some rocket jumping or whatever, and also regen rockets, a gunnerang if you're going to go ahead and chuck off some extra damage before you start the fight, or if you're in fight for your life, something that's a good way to get a second wind, but I prefer the North Fleet for getting a second wind, obviously. A Unkempt Arrow, just because it's that general weapon that everybody likes to use for healing and damage, or if you're down and fight for your life or whatever. Logan's Gun, if you want to regen some rockets, of course. And then we have the shields, which are going to be the Hoplite, which will allow you to drop your health and get the pressure skill, which will allow you to throw your Tediore weapons really fast. Let's go ahead and demonstrate the difference, so let's go ahead and slap on a Baby Maker. So this is your typical weapon throw with Axton. You know, that's decent. But since we're dropping our health to 1, we're going to have a really big pressure skill, so you can see there we can just chuck away like crazy, which is really nice. So buy the ammo back, because obviously it's going to cost a lot, so and then we have the B. The B is actually used for raid bossing on Hyperius and Veracitus. In case you didn't know, the explosion at the end of a Avenger throw actually gets the amp damage. It's the only Avenger, or not Avenger, the only Tediore weapon in the game that actually gets amp damage on its explosion, so that's why we have the B. And then a blockade, of course, for just general mobbing and whatnot, so. And a sham for absorbing rockets if you're going to go around and use a rocket to kill enemies and whatnot, so. And then our class mod, we have the reload speed and magazine size expert veteran class mod, which will allow you to actually get a lot more damage on the Tediore throws. And after you chuck off enough Avengers, you can swap over to your expert grenadier class mod to get a lot of extra damage, which we'll show you in a minute. And then for the grenades, we included a lot of different grenades because obviously this is a grenade build and rocket build. So we have the sticky homing slag bouncing Betty, that's used on Hyperius, I'll show you that in a minute. And then the elemental fastballs, because these have the highest base damage of any item in the game, 27 million, which is insane. So you can pretty much one-shot any slag mob with one of these. So, and then we have a Quasar, just in case you don't finish off Hyperius, because this method isn't 100% efficient or reliable, because it relies on slag, and sometimes he doesn't get slag. So we have the Quasar here in case you need to group up the bots and take them down with the North Fleet. Let's go ahead and swap over, I can't see Axton's in the way. A Stormfront, this is good for if you want to throw down your turret and go ahead and chuck a bunch of Stormfronts at it, because the mobs will basically group up on your turret and get fried to death, which is pretty nice. So, Chain Lightning in case you want to throw a Chain Lightning and hold a grog to heal yourself. Magic Missile just for general mobbing. And I already showed you the shields, and that's pretty much the gear there. So let's go over to spec. If you guys didn't know, Tediore weapon throws don't count as gun damage. So if I basically throw this Avenger, those bullets shooting out of it will do gun damage. If the explosion is grenade damage, so we focused on grenade damage only. So speccing into something that boosts gun damage won't help us at all. So we have some extra turret duration, which is good for our Battlefront skill, which will give us an extra 30% grenade damage. And then we have reload speed. That's important, obviously, because it's a Tediore save. So shield recharge delay, which is it's decent, but the other two skills basically are useless. Accuracy is dumb, and we do not want health regeneration because we need our pressure skill. So and then we have this, which is basically just so we can move down the skill tree. Gun damage is unimportant. I don't even think that's a word. This is just for extra movement speed, which is nice. And then this will allow easier slag with your turret. Grenades, obviously, because that's nice to have extra grenades. And then slag up on your turret, so you can actually like do extra slag damage and whatnot. Not important. This is for weapon swap speed, which is nice. And then this is just fire rate in case you're gonna, use your north bleed or whatever. And these three skills here, actually these four skills here are the important ones, so because these all are helpful for your grenade damage. So that boosts grenade damage and rocket damage. And then this is for throwing your turret out of bounds or away from enemies in case you want to get your Battlefront skill, which is what we're going to do for this fight. Do or die, that gives us an extra 10% grenade and rocket damage, which is nice. And I didn't spec in the Ranger just because I wanted to spec down this skill tree a little farther for some extra cooldown on my turret, which is really important for getting the Battlefront skill and also slagging enemies and whatnot. Because the bonuses on this is really small and it's really not worth it, so because it's only 5% if I spec 5 into that, which is not a whole lot. So healthy for extra health. We didn't want preparation because that will give us health regeneration, which is not important. We want to have low health for this, which is pressure, which gives us a lot of extra reload speed, which is nice. So, and then we go ahead and grab kill skill, which is nice because if you kill an enemy while using a rocket, like such as the Northfleet and using the Sham, the Sham will instantly regenerate even if your Northfleet breaks the Sham. So this is nice, so you don't actually go in a fight for your life when spamming Northfleet. So, and then we have Blantic Shield for just defending your turret. So. And then, like I said before, some extra cooldown for the Battlefront skill. And I think that explained the skill tree pretty good, so. And then, of course, I never use bars, so we don't have that on, so let's go over how to pull off this kill. It's not the easiest at first, but once you learn how Tediore Axton works, it's not too hard, but he can do a lot of damage, so. So when you come into the arena, there's a precise spot you want to be at in order to pull off this kill. So go ahead and turn left to the road here, and then you can see this bush right here on the right side. This is where you want to be, because this is the perfect distance from Hyperion, so that when we throw our Avenger, the explosion at the end will basically hit him, and that's what we want. So I'll just go ahead and get a look around here so you can actually pick out the spot without having too much trouble. So it's this bush right here. So it's pretty much the first bush on the right side if you come into the arena. So first bush on the right side, bam, right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and show you how to prep for this build. This is the stuff you want at first. You want to drop your health to 1, so equip the Hoplite and then equip the B. That'll give you 1 health, which is what you want for your pressure skill, which will give you a lot of extra reload speed, like I said. And then you want to have the Grok Nozzle on, the Avenger, both Northfleet, just in case you want to finish off Hyperion or you have to take out the bots, because we do have to rely on slag at this fight, so. And then you want the Expert Veteran class mod for the reload speed and mag size. And this will also give you more mag size, which is what you want. And then a sticky homing slag bouncing Betty. And that's all you need for this part. So what you're going to do is look straight up above Hyperion and look about right there, because you want to throw your turret out of bounds so it doesn't start the fight. But that's going to activate your Battlefront skill for some extra grenade damage. So go ahead and throw it about right there. And then from this point, what you're going to do is look straight up and throw 3 grenades. Those are going to home in on Hyperion, so go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3. And after that, you're going to look straight down just above Hyperion's head and chuck off 9 Avengers. And that's just enough to do a lot of damage and also switch over to your other class mods, which is going to boost the damage. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So look above Hyperion. So we chucked off 9. At this point, you want to go back into your inventory and swap out for the extra grenade damage and also the Bone of the Ancient's fire damage. So, and you can go ahead and swap out your shield to the Sham here. Those throws that we just threw basically have the amp damage still from the B, so we don't have to worry about having the B on at this point. So, and then what I want to do here is swap to my grog nozzle, and that'll allow me to basically have my grog nozzle in my hand when I exit my inventory. And it looks like he's slagged right now, which is really good for this kill, so hopefully we can pull this off. And then one more thing I do is equip the Incinerate Fastball just to do some extra damage and also heal myself so as Nova doesn't put me in the fight for your life. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Look at that, that's how you do it. If you don't manage to finish him off, you can basically just use your North Loop to finish him off. He will probably put you in a fight for your life, but that's okay. You can go ahead and spray the North Loop and hopefully finish him off. So, and as you can see here, we killed him with ease, and we can go ahead and run out and try again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to like, because that'd be epic. And like I said before, if you want to try out the save, it will be in the description, so go ahead and download it and try it out for yourself. So I think I explained everything here. It was kind of a lengthy commentary, but I think I got to the point and whatnot. So if you do have any questions or whatever, go ahead and comment below, and I will do my best to answer them or whatever. So anyway, this is Joltstude 1 through 9, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.